Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, we're in the shop today, and today we're going to be working on some organization. And how we're going to do that, well, we're actually going to open up some stuff that I bought a couple weeks ago over at Harbor Freight. And so what we're going to be doing is organizing the toolbox, because right now it's kind of a mess. We got stuff everywhere and I want to get it a little bit more organized. And basically we'll be able to do that by using some tools that Harbor Freight makes. You know, they've got a magnetic glove dispenser, so we've got, you know, I'm sick of having gloves piling up on places where it shouldn't be. We've got a paper towel holder. I've got another power strip. I'd mentioned this in a previous video when we did the hutch. I needed more power in the hutch itself. Then right here is the power, air, and tool organizer drawer. Right now, guys, honestly, that is just a junk drawer in my toolbox. So it's about time we empty that out and get it a little bit more organized. All right, guys, we kind of made a mess on the floor, but that's all right. So we got our power tool organizer that we're gonna have to assemble it. Here is the power strip, the glove holder, and then the paper towel holder. FYI, the glove holder is not designed to hold this particular set of gloves. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, hell, it doesn't even specify on their thing like, oh, this only fits X box, you know? They might sell a bigger package of gloves. I'm not sure. I haven't bought gloves in a little while, and I only like the thicker ones. If that only fits the thinner box, that sucks. I hate those gloves because I blow through them. You know, you just rip them, putting them on, basically. So the thicker ones have always worked well for me, but we'll put it up, see what we do, and go from there. Now, the power cart accessory thing, do not assemble that outside of the toolbox. I've heard folks put it together, try to slide it in, and scratch the hell out of the powder coats. So following that warning, we're gonna go ahead and do it inside the toolbox and assemble it. I think it's just a couple screws. Shouldn't be too difficult. So let's go ahead over here and get the Corvette out of the way, because I wanna make sure I've got enough room. Back the Corvette up, get access to the 72-inch box, and we're actually gonna have to move it. For us to hit power for that second power strip, I think I'm gonna have to run cabling. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to move the whole toolbox out. All right, guys, you'll see I have pulled the toolbox out, and obviously we've got some wiring to rearrange. I have measured. I do not have enough length in the cord to go from here along the wall, up here, around the toolbox and in. There's an inlet hole over here and right here. But I want to put this right here. That ain't gonna work. Over here, I could plug this in, run it out, kind of back behind the toolbox, back in, but then I would have to have a plug spot. I would use the last free one over here, so I would have no open plugs in over here, and I use this constantly for my fan. See that just turned on? So yeah, that doesn't work either. I know this might sound sacrilegious, but I think we're gonna actually unplug the box. This bottom cable is for the power accessory door. Guys, I haven't used that. I have multiple Milwaukee chargers and they simply don't fit in that bay. I've seen some people like cut out foam, mount it sideways. You know, I'm not really comfortable with charging batteries in a closed box anyway. I mean, it's bad enough in the hutch. At least there's some air movement. And we will simply replace that with this power cord right here. We'll feed it through, run it to the wall, and then I'm actually gonna feed this fan through the toolbox near where the speakers are and plug it in over here. I haven't had access to that second fan over here the entire time we've had this box, and it's been a month or so. And I don't know if you guys could tell I'm a sweaty mess, or I just haven't gotten there yet. But the Southeast, including North Carolina, is being impacted by the heat dome that's been hammering the Northeast for a while now. The South finally got hot, and today it's gonna be 100 degrees. And I think it's gonna be 105, 110 with heat index and all that crap. So, but yeah, so finally hot down here. Want to get this second fan going, and I need to figure out something for that side of the shop. But that'll be a future project. So gaining another fan, getting this electrical knocked out should help alleviate some of the heat in here. We got the second US General power strip installed. The second fan is moving. I apologize if it's super loud, but yeah, so we got one fan over here, one fan over here. And yeah, so that just gives us like 4 more slots if in case we need to charge anything. And most importantly, these USB slots. And the more USB ports we can have, the more flashlights I can charge at the same time. I've got 3 or 4 of these USB LED Braun flashlights, and like I said, they all use that USB port. So I had more flashlights than ports, and now I think I can fill 3 out of those 4, something like that. So, all right, so I think we'll put the gloves on the outside of the box because I don't necessarily need to, you know, dig into the box every time I want to get gloves. Paper towels, I think we're gonna put these inside the box, something like right here. So let's go ahead and get that in place. And, level it out a little bit, move it in. Well, there you go. We've taken up a little bit more wall space between our monitors, speakers, storage stuff. We've got a paper towel holder, got some gloves over here. I need to figure out what's going on with this because that doesn't seem right. That should be one size, I would think. And yeah, let's plug the fans back in because I can't stand this 100-degree temperature. All right, well, kind of admitted I had a junk drawer, and that's what this has turned into. So I need to empty this out so that we could put in the last tool for today, the toolbox organizer. And let me find a home for all this stuff, like wood glue. Do you know how often I use wood glue? Like, never. I don't know why I have that, but alright guys, I kind of jumped ahead, but I had to. I read the entire instructions, and one of the last instructions is like, pull the entire drawer out, then put the insert in, then do it. I'm like, well, why don't you just pull the drawer out, put the insert in, and then put it back and you're done. It's like, you know, like I said, the previous threads I saw on this, people really tore up their toolbox, scratching the hell out of it with this sharp, you know, metal. So I'm like, let's take the least resistance, pull the drawer out. There's these tabs on each drawer, so there's 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. Push up or push down depending on the direction you need to. Pull the drawer out, and now we've got full accessibility to assemble this thing. So we're going to basically do this by reading the instructions. So put the side piece in, put the front piece, put the back piece in, and then take your largest, you know, mechanical or air gun. So I've got a big impact from Milwaukee. I put it in probably 3 spaces up, and then we're gonna put the rest in here for the handle part. We're gonna put this about 5 holes up from the bottom. You guys can see it's kind of scratched a little bit, but 5 holes from the bottom. You're gonna put in a screw on both sides, so front and back. So you want to line up here, 5 holes from the bottom, put that in. There's actually a screw here in the cup that holds the impact. You want to put a screw in there too, and then also on top of that, you're gonna want to put in screws. There's 4 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is basically how you put this all together. Kind of test fit it and then kind of do your final assembly. So, all right guys, I have gotten both corners screwed down. So the top and bottom over here, that's been screwed down. The top and bottom here. This is the front of the drawer. You guys can see I have the middle piece in. Now this is not fully installed yet, but all I had to do with this, these are actually machined pretty well for the screw. So I just hand tighten it 5 from the bottom, kind of like I said. And I think that's where we're gonna end up for now. But yeah, just put this in 5 from the bottom in the front, 5 from bottom in the back. Put this brace in and then tighten everything down, and you should be able to rest your impact on the bar right here, and then, you know, put the cup wherever you want it. So that's kind of where we're going with this. All right guys, we pretty much finished assembling the tool cart organizer. Make sure you put the middle bar in the right way. I actually had it in backwards and didn't know it. I was putting things in here and I'm like, man, that isn't fitting like it used to. So the dot goes toward the back. So, and this is the dot I'm referring to right here at the very back of the assembly. So yeah, now everything lines up. You can put your tools in, and everything that we have that fits in here fits just fine. I should get a bigger cup for the smaller impact, but guys, I rarely use this thing, so I'm kind of, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this back into the toolbox, and we should be finished organizing all of our stuff. All right guys, we finally finished up everything in here. We got all of our Milwaukee tools nice and organized. And so yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for the power cart organizer. The extra power that we added is we got a power strip here, we got a power strip over here, we got the fans, everything working now. our glove holder and our paper towel organizer. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for organizing the toolbox. Obviously, we kind of made a mess emptying out my junk drawer, so got to find some spots for that stuff. But yeah, it's all part of a process of moving toolboxes, getting more organized, get everything more efficient, and eventually you'll have it the way you want it. So we're getting there. We're not there just quite yet. I think I want to get a couple more things for this toolbox. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more toolbox updates, more Harbor Freight tools, shop updates, anything like that, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. And if you guys want to help support the channel, check out the links down below. I will at least at a minimum have part numbers for everything that we used today. Some of the stuff we might be able to find online, some stuff we might not be able to, because some US General, some Harbor Freight stuff is sold on Amazon. We'll drop some links for those if we can find them. And also make sure you check out our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Any support you give there goes right back into the channel, the shop updates, the Corvette, and the truck updates. So that's going to be it. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.